Good evening, guys. Ben here, Bunbury Bootcamp. I hope your day is amazing. My snake is about to lose its skin. That's pretty exciting. Like not completely lose it, obviously, just shed its skin and get a new skin. But I can see the tank from here, and I'm waiting with bated breath when this happens. Very exciting. Anyway, moving on from there. So it's another session. We've done a lot of these sessions now, but even though you probably heard this before, I know some of you guys are very regular with this, we want to focus on the safety elements. So please make sure that you're feeling fit and healthy and ready to train. If you're not one of our members and you happen to want this video, we do recommend that A, you talk to us. We obviously assume no liability for anyone that's training on this without actually talking to us first. And B, complete a health form, get advice from us, see your doctor, all the things a sensible person would do before doing something that they're not used to doing. Is making sure it's going to be right for you. Make sure joints feel good, everything feels good, and go from there. Once you're feeling confident and cocky and sure that you're ready to train, let's look at this warm up. So it's 10 jogging steps. If you're on the spot or forward, 10 walking steps. So we're taking it back a little bit. Repeat that 2 more times. So it's 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Then squat hold for 5 seconds. We can do this for 5 minutes. So it's a fairly straightforward drill. Sorry about my big fat head there. It's designed as a warm up. Don't go crazy. If you want to go for 10 minutes, you feel like you're really feeling this one, and you want to push that a little bit longer, you're enjoying the jogging, walking element, which is just, it's nice and casual for those starting out with fitness. The squat hold's pleasant too, get nice and deep, making sure your knees don't hurt. You're more than welcome to do so. But most importantly, enjoy this. The nice weather this week. So those of you doing in these conditions, if you're out in the backyard, that's lovely. Enjoy the warm sun, but obviously slip, slop, slap. We get you to pause that video now, or this video now. We're going to move to our next frame, which will not be as lovely. And there it is. So obviously warm-ups usually lead to somewhere. In this case, our squat hold now is for 30 seconds. Much tougher, much more fun. And as you see, a little note there, boring. They are boring. Squat holds are boring. When I run them in my classes, they're boring. I find them boring. When I do them, less boring because obviously there's a pain aspect, but still boring. But they're an excellent exercise. They're an excellent exercise for glute strength, for pelvic floor strength, for all those things. Squat hold is wonderful. For general mental stamina, fantastic. And really what our goal should be as a human being, I feel, getting to the point where we can squat what I would consider to be the bottom point of a safe squat, which is where your butt's the same height as your knees, that we can do that for a good 20 seconds. That's a strong core, that's strong glutes, it's a capable pelvic floor. So it's a good goal to set. So you do that for 30 seconds, you jog whilst maintaining that squat hold for 20 seconds. This is where it turns a little bit funky. If you need to stand up to do that, that's okay. But ideally, squat hold 30, jog from squat hold for 20. Bit of a bastard. Then a 10-second standing sprint. So that's where you come up, right? Sprint real fast for 10 seconds, not steps anymore. And a 50-step jog if needed. So the 50-step jog is only there if that 10-second standing sprint is not enough recovery, which it probably won't be. It's just there to shake the lactic acid out of your legs, which you'll build up from obviously 50 seconds maintaining the squat hold. If that's enough for you, bump straight back into it. If it's not, go with a jog. 5, 10, 15 rounds, only because I like things in what we consider to be the fitness round numbers, which is 5s and 10s. But if you want to do 7, that's fine too. Pause this again now, making sure knees don't hurt. Move on to frame 3. Right, a little bit tricky this one. If you're not sure about this, anyone, contact me. Don't try and bash through it. So hovering is when you're in what we call traditionally the plank, but we call it a hover. So it's on your elbows and on your toes, or elbows and knees, on your front. You know this one. Call it the hover. I want you to go, hold the hover for 10 seconds, then move slowly up onto your hand. So do one hand and the other hand. So you're up now in what we call the plank. So you're in push-up position, theoretically, for 10 seconds to mountain climbers. And that's from the plank. I want you to slowly bring your right knee to your left elbow. Then take it back out again, then bring your left knee to your right elbow. So you just do that smoothly and slowly, taking about 2 seconds per movement. And again, we're on 10 seconds. 2 rounds of that, then jog on the spot for 20 seconds or forward for 20 seconds. This is a tough combination of things because you're holding that position for 30 seconds. So those of you that are relatively new to core exercises, you're going to find this challenging, but enjoy it. And just to repeat, hovering on your elbows and toes, elbows and knees for 10 seconds, then up onto your hands, so what we would call push-up position for 10 seconds, and then bringing the left knee to the right elbow and taking it back out slowly, and the right knee to the left elbow. Now you don't have to make contact with the elbow, just get as close as you can. Tall people are going to find that harder. 10, 20 or 30 rounds, for most people, 10 rounds of this is going to be plenty. That's 300 seconds in that position. If you can do more, it is a beautiful routine. Lovely, strong, joins are put together. it's a nice one to get through if you can get it through a bit longer. So take your time with it. Don't rush it. Use your recoveries in there. Use that jogging for 20 seconds and just enjoy. All right, pause that video now. Moving on to frame 4. Here we go. Step back lunge, right leg, 10. Step back lunge, left leg, 10. Jane Fonda's with 30, then 10 sit-ups with a rotation. So sit up and then rotate to your left. And then when you come back down, sit up and rotate to your right. Try and get the rotation as you're moving up, bringing the elbow across to the opposite knee, but slowly and controlled. I don't want sudden driving, twisting, praying sit-ups. I want control movements. Now, step back lunges are where you stand upright and you step that right leg back into a nice deep lunge. And you do it step back and forth, step in and step back out again. That's 1, step in, step back out again. That's 2. If this causes you pain or if you're not sure how to do it, just give me 20 good sumo squats. Jane Fonda's are good for pretty much everyone. Sit-ups with a twist, this can be replaced with sit-ups without a twist. And if that's no good, give me the hover for 20 seconds. But they should be okay for most people. But again, don't suffer, nice and smooth, nice and strong, and just enjoy it. Now, I've put unlimited rounds on here because it's the last one of the day in terms of this routine. You might as well use it to whatever spare time you've got in your workout before the meditation and the stretching. So you can do it as long as you want. Enjoy it. But bear in mind that I wouldn't want you to go past 10 rounds of the lunges. It's a lot of lunges. So that's your maximum there. Pause this video again now and move on to what I say is arguably the most important part of our routine. Meditate. Meditation. Look at it. There's a meditation video on the YouTube channel that you're currently using. Get to it, find it, use it. It's a nice little resource. I know it's starting to build the views up now, which is good. That's something you should get into every day. Get in there, breathe, listen to the instructions, and just give yourself a couple of minutes of relaxation. The workout's tough. This will balance the whole thing out. And finally, for our final frame of the day, stretching. We know about stretching. We know how to stretch. Stretching is important. Do it to all major muscle groups. Most of us have a stretch routine, but if you need, I can advise you one. But I like people to find themselves a good stretch routine that works their entire body, makes them feel comfortable. We have obviously our stretch video, so if you can't find that, let me know. But other than that, guys, have an amazing night or an amazing day, depending on when you receive this. And look, don't work too hard. Just enjoy life. There's meant to be happiness in it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy and be safe.